If you wonder how to prepare for IHBAS 2025 examination, then this video is exactly for you. Right now, today is 8th of August and you have approximately 20 days left for your examination because 29-30 some of you might be traveling to maybe Delhi, not maybe, of course you will be traveling. So you have only 20 days to prepare and what all things you should need to take care of in these 20 days to clear IHBAS 2025 with shining marks, because 70 marks is not at all required. If you score 70, you are not going to be get selected. If you score 80, very shallow chances, and above 85 is what the real game starts. Okay, so if you score from 85 to 90 and 90 to 100, then it is most likely possible that you are going to clear the examination. And I am telling you 85 is the minimum, because students are studying a lot and they know things a lot, they are practicing PYQs a lot, and now the minimum criteria will be 85 for the last time. And in any Mphil entrance, the condition right now in India is like that only. You give any examination, you will find that above 85 is what the real game lies. Now you are having scope of around 10 to 15 marks. Okay, you can mess with only 10 to 15 questions and not more than that. Okay, minimum. This is the maximum you can mess. Sorry, this is the minimum and this is the maximum. More than 10 questions, if you are doing wrong, the likelihood of you clearing the examination goes exponentially down. Okay, so you have to be, one thing is for sure, that you have to be accurate in your knowledge, in your concept, and you have to just practice what you have to just practice the basics of your MA or master psychology. Okay, they don't want you to be a master of clinical psychology. They don't want you to read anything about in much detail. Okay, though there are exceptions, there might be 1 to 2 questions that are so much difficult, but it does not allow you to scope, or it does not allow or broaden your area to go and read n number of books. What is the primary criteria is that you have to stick to the basics. Okay, they have mentioned that they will definitely ask you from the PG level. So if they are mentioning they are going to ask from the PG level, then obviously they need you to answer the questions from that are coming from very basics. Okay, you need to know what is a scatter plot or what is the use of that, where we will use this. Okay, this scatter plot, we will use this in factor analysis, we will use this scatter plot in ANOVA, we will use this in chi-square, or we will use this in object permanence on sensory motor preoperational. Which stage we will use this scatter plot, that is the main requirement for them. You should be knowing the very basic concept. If we talk about the previous year paper IHBAS 2024, then they have asked questions like this, that who has given the social learning theory. Okay, questions like these they have asked, who has given cognitive dissonance theory. Okay, can they not ask questions like these, that what happened when they gave $1, what happened when they gave $20, and what was the experiment name given by Shakhtar and Singer? Can they not ask questions like these? Yes, they can definitely ask, and they should ask. But no, here lies the real game, that you have to be very thorough with the basics. Are you knowing these basics theory of your social psychology or not? Okay, are you knowing who has given cognitive dissonance? Are you knowing this thing, that who has given social exchange theory? Do you know about de-individuation? Do you know difference between ANOVA and t-test? These basic concepts which you have learned in your masters or bachelors, maybe whatever that case is with you. Okay, so they don't want you to study very much high or to go in detailing. Okay, they just want whether you know the positive or negative symptoms on schizophrenia. Okay, it is highly or likely impossible that they will connect this schizophrenia with your neuroscience, or they will ask you about this in detail, that which dopamine is doing what, serotonin is doing what. Okay, they just want the basic concept from you. Okay, so one thing is very clear for you, that you have to just master the basics. Okay, you don't have to be very intelligent, or you should know everything from start to end. That is not at all the criteria, because if we draw this curve, not this curve, if I told you about the theory by Lewin, okay, not Lewin, that guy, sorry, not Lewin, that Terman, Louis Terman, yes, that is why I consider Louis Terman. If you have heard that story of Terman termites, what it says that if you have IQ below above than 120 plus, then you will definitely not going to achieve good things in life, because those who are clear with their basics, and those who do the average work, they do good things in all their life dimensions, they are happy and all those things. Okay, that is why, that is the example why people who have graduated from IITs, or maybe whatever that thing is, I don't know, but people from Harvard University or any XYZ university, they have a package of 2 crore, 3 crore, 10 crore, 20 crore, whatever that case may be with them. But they are working for whom? They are working for someone who is very, very basic. He just opened a startup and now they are working for them or him. Okay. So obviously this guy has never went to Harvard or Oxford or IIT or anywhere. Okay. But why they are working for him? You would have heard number of stories like these, because these are exceptionally well, and this guy is the smartest and the average, and this is how you have to become to clear the IHBAS examination. I hope I gave a proper example. I tried to give it. If you got this, well and good, you will stick to the basics. If not, then you can dwell yourself in n number of books. So you're talking about the books, you just need to read two books: AK Singh, that research method, and another one is Soundra K. Ciccarelli or Ciccarelli or whatever you want to pronounce. So these two books, guaranteed 100% questions are coming from here. You don't need to do anything silly apart from this. You just need to focus on these two things. And if you have access to the CC mock test series, then definitely questions are coming from here. In once this CC series is out, there are number of questions coming directly from any examination that is happened after that. Okay, so definitely IHBAS is also going to ask question from this CC mock test series, and this series consists of 1500 questions. Okay, see, if I want, I can give you 15,000 questions from that particular book, but is the requirement for you? No, it is not at all required. Why I will waste my time and your time doing things unnecessary which are not at all required? If you just mug this of 1500 questions from A to Z, definitely you will score 80, 85 above. Okay, along with reading of books. Okay, if you miss any of these parts, then it is going to be very, very difficult for you to clear this time. Okay, why mocks will help you? Mocks will help you to do what? To practice questions, and if you are wrong somewhere, then they will correct you, and once you are corrected, then you can do what? You can do proper performance in your real time examination. Okay, reading will help you to gain knowledge, immense knowledge. Okay, but doing these mocks will help you more to do the plus and minus in the examination hall. Okay, so it's totally up to you. If you have the access, you can just take this CC series, and if you don't have, you can take and practice with that. Okay, and they can even ask you basic questions like IQ is equals to CA by MA into 100. Okay, you have to remember this formula. Okay, if you can figure out is this correct or wrong, then you are on the right path, and if you are not, then you are not on the right path. Okay, IQ is equals to CA upon MA into 100 is the correct formula. So is it correct or not? You have to figure out. And if you can do this much basics, then you are going to shine in the upcoming examination, and you will definitely score high than others. See, everybody will be scoring around 60 to 70. Majority of chunk will lie over here: 60, 70, 75, 60, 70, 75, 80 almost. Everyone will be able to do around 70 to 80 questions correctly on an average. Okay, 90% people will lie in this graph over here, 90%. Okay, and the rest 10%, they will start from where? They will start from 81, 82 like this, and they will move to it. Also depends upon the paper level. Okay, it is not like that this is static. It depends, it is completely dynamic. It depends on the paper level as well. But as far as the recent paper trends are concerned, then this is the ideal criteria. Above 80 starts the game, 85 high chances, 90 very high chances, and above 90 you are getting good. But it also depends upon how others are performing. If you are scoring 90, somebody, 5 people have 91, 92, 93 like this, so obviously they will be selected. Your 90 has no role in that. Okay, because is it a criterion reference or it is a norm reference test? If you know, then comment down below please. And you can see this question number 21. Okay, question number 21 says that a graphical representation of correlational data is called. How basic or simple question this is. Bell curve, chi-square, scatter plot, and skew distribution. Okay, correlational data, a graphical representation. They can ask you what about eigenvalue. They can definitely ask you about eigenvalue. Okay, they can definitely ask about the positive negative correlation. They can ask you, although this is also easy, but can they not ask about this thing? Can't they ask about this thing, about eigenvalue, where the elbow is forming, what is happening above 1, below 1, what is all the things? Okay, they can ask you about factor analysis as well. Okay, they can ask you about factorial design as well, but they are not asking, they are sticking to the basics, and that is what you also should need to take care of. Okay, people are likely to invest less effort. See, questions like these, everything is given in the book. You just have to figure out where it is written on your own, obviously. And see, dash ensures assignment of subject of population. These kind of basic questions, random sampling, randomization, randomness, stratification. Okay, they are asking just about the tabula rasa or tabula rasa. Okay, they are not asking in so much detail about any other thing. They can even ask you about monism, dualism, and all those things. But why? They don't want that thing. They don't want that individual, those who can answer, who know the power of roles about this, what is happening over here. Okay, so these are the basics formation, and these are the basic questions that are going to come once again in IHBAS examination. See, what will happen if you will not prepare basics, then obviously you are not going to be selected. It is bitter harsh truth that if you will not perform good with basics, you will not be selected. Now if you have prepared for tough, okay, then also everybody else is also prepared for the tougher side or the tough paper. Okay, so what will happen is cutoff will go low. Okay, cutoff will go down around 70-75, but that is the exceptional case, and in that case also there is no guarantee that you will clear the examination, because you are scoring 69, somebody else is scoring 72. Obviously they will be selected in the tough paper because you have prepared for the tough. But if you have prepared for the basics, the chances of you getting selected are very very high. Why? Because you have to be accurate. Okay, this is the key over here. The accuracy should be very very high. The pattern of this Mphil entrance examinations are, they don't want to test your knowledge. Is it a PAR test or is it a speed test? If you know this much, good one. If not, it's completely okay. The thing about this Mphil entrance examinations are, they want to check your accuracy. Okay, that out of 100 questions, our institute child is going to answer correct 90, correct 95 questions, correct 85 questions, correct 86, like these or not. Okay, they want the primary purpose is like that only. Okay, now some philosophical things are going to come. So the primary purpose is that you need to do 100 questions in short amount of time. Let's suppose a hypothetical scenario that you become a clinical psychologist. Some patient is coming in your arena and you are sitting over here. How much time you will need to take care of that particular individual? How much time? Tell me. Within 2 minutes, 3 minutes, 5 minutes? You have to be very very fast. Okay, not to judge, but yes, what is the correct. Okay, you cannot diagnose incorrectly, or you cannot prognosis, you cannot suggest anything once until and unless you are fast in the things. Okay, but along with fast, you have to be, one more thing is there, you have to be accurate. Okay, if somebody is having bipolar 1, you cannot diagnose them with bipolar 2 or 3 or 4 5, whatever that is. Okay, so the problem over here is not the problem, but the point over here is that you have to be accurate. They want their students to shine. They want their student that out of 100, are these students, first of all, point number 1, are good with basics. Okay, point number 2, can they answer correctly in a state of panic where your palms are sweating? Okay, your endocrine, not endocrine, your exocrine glands are working. Okay, your sweat glands are working, the palm sweat, all those things. You are in a panic, you are worrying about exam as well, whether I will pass or not, I am marking correctly or not. Okay, even in the examination, the simplest question are the most difficult. Okay, there will be a possibility that those who are not getting selected this time, that they will do the silly mistake. Okay, there is no problem with the knowledge, everybody knows everybody, I mean everybody knows everything, but the problem is, in that state of panic, in that 90 minutes to 100 minutes are in that day, on that particular day, how you are performing. Okay, and the only key for that is you have to be thorough with the basics, you have to be good with the basics. Okay, so this is the primary thing which you should need to take care of if you want to clear the IHBAS IHBAS examination. Okay, and for that, it is so simple. You just need to read A book A to Z and C book A to Z. Okay, every single line, everything, if you will do properly, you will clear the examination, provided you are retaining that knowledge. Okay, accuracy is the key over here. And along with this accuracy, if you are performing some CC mock test series, then it is very helpful. It will be helpful, and out of those 1500 questions, 50, 60, 70 questions are going to be coming from there only. Okay, from that CC mock test series. So if you want to join the CC mock test series, the description email ID is given. Take details from them and join as soon as possible, because for IHBAS it is mandatory. Okay, if you are watching this video and if you are not doing questions from there, then it's okay, but if you are doing, it is more good, it is for your benefit only. Okay, and see, I can also tell you to do 10,000 more questions from using some Google or doing anything. Okay, everything is available freely, but why I am not doing that, why I am not telling you, because it is unnecessary. It is a sheer waste of time of yours and mine, both of us. Okay, so you have to be accurate, and to get accuracy you have to do what? You have to do, perform in a limited amount of time the limited resources. Okay, so let's suppose this is a rope and you have to walk on this rope blindfolded. Okay, so when you can reach from this A position to B position, the number of times, x number of times you will perform on this same particular rope again and again. Okay, then only you will be able to cross this rope blindfolded. Why? Because it requires practice. Okay, it requires practice. The more you practice, the more you revise, the more you are thorough with the topics, it becomes important for you. And now let's have a look at this question number 42. Who is regarded as the pioneer of psychology in India? I can tell you, go read books on psychology in India. There are a number of books. I, I mean, so many books there. You can Google all those things. You will find many books on that. But is that thing required? No. Go to your soundtrack necessarily. Open that psychology in India chapter, that verse. I mean that subtopic, and over there you will find the complete history. Okay, complete history you will find. Who is G.S. Rathi? I have encountered this name for the very first time. S.K. Mangal. These are book writers of recent times. S.K. Mangal and A.K. Singh. You go Amazon, Flipkart, you will find these books. Okay. So what becomes the correct answer? It is obvious. And you just need to read Psychology in India, that much portion from the C book. The questions are coming from there only. Only and only and only. Okay. 1916, the first laboratory, not first laboratory, the first department was established by your N.N. Sen Gupta. Okay, I am not having that image right now, but yes, I can do one thing. I will share notes for that. Okay, all right. Okay, all right. So these are, don't read what is written over here. Just focus over here what I am showing you. These 7 pages, your psychology in India is done. Okay, you do this much, revise this thing, and that is done. And those who are part of the CMP membership, they will get in their drive this notes updated. And if you are not part of, then just join the Telegram channel from the link given in the description, and you will get these notes over there. Okay, now, and this is taken from that book only. Okay, don't worry. So if you don't have the book right now, it's not a time to go and purchase, but it's okay. The study of psychology in India was first initiated in the University of Calcutta. University of Calcutta in 1916. Though the syllabus was, see, you have to know this much detail. I don't know how much detail how you books read, but you have to be thorough that, okay, by Sir Brajendra Nath Seal, Vice Chancellor of Calcutta University, was back in 1905. This was the same year. See, I can also link with this thing. What happened in 1905? There was, we were having the partition of Bengal. Okay, partition of Bengal 1905. You would have studied in history. And due to this partition, the University of Calcutta, the department was, I mean, not set up and things like that. And that is why they extended this for further time. And in 1916, finally, someone got the hold of this. Okay, and Dr. N.N. Sen Gupta was the first faculty member, not faculty member, but first faculty who was also a Harvard trained scholar. So this is also for you. And where you will have your Bengal or Bengal, you will have over here. Okay, so this is the eastern coast of our country. This is the western coast. You are having Mumbai, Pune, and all these things. This Karnataka, Kerala border, and all these things. And from here, Tamil Nadu, Odisha, Andhra, and things like that. And you are having this Ganges river, and you are having this Calcutta, Kolkata over here. Okay, in this CU University long back in 1916, what happened? Who would have arrived? First of all, the Britishers came from here to here. They were doing business. That is why this complete region from Bengal till Delhi, this is so much flourished right now as well. Why? Because the Britishers made their first entry, and that is the reason why 1905 Bengals is superior, or we can say is well flourished, and all those things started from there only. Why? Because in 1916 your first department of psychology started, okay, in 1916. Now after that, what happened? Dr. N. Sengupta was the first faculty. Okay, in the early 20th century, Girindra Shekhar Bose, the same man, the same person who are you doing question in IHBAS 2024, okay, a psychoanalyst, became the first president of the Indian Psychoanalytic Society in 1922. After 6 years, he was the first person to blend in Hindu thought with Freudian concept, and this was evident in his doctoral thesis in 1981 on concept of repression. They can definitely ask you who has given concept of repression, and you will go and mark what? Sigmund Freud. And that is how you will end up doing silly mistake. And next, in 1924, psychology courses started in Mysuru or Mysore University. So after Bengal, where we are heading towards the Karnataka. Over here in the Mysore University, the Indian Psychological Association IPA was established in the same year. And after 2 years, in 1926, they can ask you the first psychology journal, because they have asked from the history. The first psychology journal or journal was in 1926. She will ask, it is not written over here. In India, general psychology was founded. All these things. And in 1932, psychology courses started in AMU. Then this Madras University, 1943, 57, this and that, Nemans and all those things. Okay. But the priority is the first 2 3 slides. Okay, this is the most IMP. And after that, you have a question as well. The study of psychology in India was first started in, when it started, Allahabad, Calcutta, Delhi, or Mysore. I think it is Mysore. What is the correct answer? Please comment down below. So they are asking from the history as well, and you will wonder why the history is not mentioned in your syllabus, but still they can ask anything they want, but they are asking the very basics. Okay, so you have to be very thorough with all these topics, and this is how you will clear the upcoming examination of IHBAS 2025. So wish you all the very best. Read from the 2 books that are with you. Make sure that you watch the complete free solved paper on IHBAS. It is dedicated 10 parts. Make sure that you watch the complete solved paper and read from these 2 books. If you have the CC mock test series, practice from there. If you are not having, if you can afford, if you can buy, then please mail, take that and practice those 1500 questions like anything. Okay, so you get the nirvana on 31st of August. You have to practice so much that it gets encoded in your brain that okay, I can't do wrong answers or answers in the real-time exam. Thank you and have a nice day ahead. See you all soon. If you like the video, make sure that you hit that like button, and for these free notes you can just join simply in the Telegram. It will be updated by evening. Thank you.